Imran is an author too, and we published his book some time back, which is a huge bestseller and continues to sell. But today we are here for Bihar Diaries, and he's very kindly, agreed to launch the book here. And we will kick off the conversation about, how this entire book happened and, what made you write the book. You were very happily, serving in Jaisalmer, enjoying your life there, Amit. And what happened? How did it all start?
First of all, I'm enjoying my life even more now after the success of the book. And it's all thanks to Imran. I had a reasonably good flair for writing right from my school days. And when I was in the 4th year of my IIT, I started writing the diary of an IITian, something like the diary of a wimpy kid. There are a lot of humor, a lot of real-life anecdotes which happened with us, all the students during that time, ragging, classes and all those things. And then I just left the book after some time. I assumed that who would publish my book? I'm an unknown person, just 19 years old. And then I got into the IPS. After that, obviously, my priorities changed totally. Then Chetan Bhagat is a batchmate of mine. He came up with 5 point someone.
He beat you at it.
Yes, he beat me at it. And I won't use the word jealous, but I was very disappointed that I missed an opportunity. But it was my destiny, and I was very lucky I met Imran after, I always had this desire in my heart to write a book someday, but I was way too lazy. In fact, my dear friends Neeraj Pandey, Akshay, everybody wanted me to write a book. As you all know, that Bihar Diaries is being made into a movie by Neeraj Pandey. But I never was very keen to write a book. I thought it will be very, it will use a lot of time from my side. But Imran, one day he just came and sat in my office just as a matter of, off the record. He just said that, why don't you write a book? And I know people in Mumbai, in Penguin. Then Mr. Hussain Zaidi, who is India's best crime novelist, #1 crime novelist. He called me from Mumbai. And here it is, Bihar Diaries is in front of you, but all because of Imran. He helped me tick off one thing off the list of my bucket list.
Well, thank you again, Imran. We wouldn't be here without you. But how did you meet Amit? And, tell us a bit about interaction and some secrets about him, if you'd like to spill them over.
Secrets? I don't know how many secrets. I think most of the secrets he spilled in the book. So if you want to know secrets about him, you have to read the book. Which is it's a great read. It's very, very fluid and one of the very thrilling, fast-paced rides that you can actually complete in one read. But I met Amit 2 years back, 2.5 years back was it, in Jaisalmer. I was shooting for a film called Badshah, and वहाँ एक BSF की event हुई थी, and I met him over there. I met him slightly before that on the shoot. We went for the BSF event. Then he was very gracious enough to kind of show us around in Jaisalmer one of the evenings. Border पे भी गए. And जब हम वापस आ रहे थे गाड़ी में, it was a 2-hour journey. And Amit couldn't run from me. He was sitting next to me in the car. So I was like, I'd have to take this opportunity to find out more about, we have a perception of how cops are, how the police is. I've known them before also, but it's always nice to hear firsthand, stories about what the job entails. And we have a very unidimensional viewpoint, which is predominantly based on films that we have seen about the police, things that we've read in the newspapers, some misinformation. So we got talking and we found a lot of commonality, as far as reading and films and lots of other things. And then the next day, we kind of extended that meeting, a longer meeting for almost 3 hours in his office. And I was like, just tell me some anecdotes. And he started off. And I was like, I always thought that we over-dramatize things in films when it came to the police. But then I realized that we are not doing any justice to actually what happens. It was better than any thrilling cop film that I've seen. And that was just like a 1 hour, he was just narrating incidents of his experiences. So I was like, इस पे तो film बननी चाहिए. उन्होंने कहा कि film बन रही है. I said, that's great. I was like, but a film with everything, you have a 2.5 minute capsule is great. It's thrilling. It's for a different kind of audience. It's entertaining. But if the way you have narrated it right now, you've actually made me see this entire episode. And I was like, you have, like any great literature, it takes time to kind of, churn out the characters, to kind of see where they come from. I was like, you should write a book. And my book I just released like a year before that, and I put him in touch with Hussain Zaidi, with Millie, and the rest, as they say, is history. The book, I believe, has gone into the third reprint. That's fantastic. And lots of copies sold. I hope it is translated in even more languages, and a lot more films and web series. I believe a couple of offers of web series and all. So that's great. That's fantastic. So yeah, that's as much as I did. So he is a cop. He's a great writer. I was blown away when I read the book for the first time. He had narrated a couple of things before that. Kuch cheezein sunayi thi mujhe, which I again was fascinated to hear that when he was down in Bombay a year and a half back. And he said that, I'm penning this down. And he asked me a few questions. He's like, you've written a book. And, he's talking about, he was asking me, these are the things I fear. These are my vulnerabilities. I said, please, by all means, put that in the book. Because, again, the very, very unidimensional viewpoint we have of cops is that, the strong guys that come and save the day. What about, they are like any other human beings. They have their fears, their vulnerabilities, and you should put that out there. And that makes you more relatable. And that's what makes the book, makes him so relatable and so endearing.
Yeah, look, like I just wanted to say that, unlike a film which has a plot, real life has no plot. And you never know what's going to happen when you're on the ground. And there are, situations and incidents in the book that you narrated where you almost sort of, had a narrow escape from death, and it was really, really close. So that is, how hair-raising it can get. And what the book essentially does is also takes you behind the police uniform and the, the policeman, the cop, and gives you an insight into the life of a policeman, the family, and everything else. But before we go there, I did also want to ask you about your, fascinating journey. So you studied in Jaipur, in IIT Delhi, and then you landed in Bihar. So your first posting, and how was it, and what was your initial reaction?
See, I always wanted to be an IPS officer. And after 12th, I had to do graduation from some place. So engineering was an easier option compared to medical sciences. You have to study only for 4 years.
I hope a lot of IITians are not listening to this.
There are a few of my batchmates here. So I just,
you better listen.
since I was good in physics and maths, I thought, okay, I'll go to IIT. And the moment I reached IIT Delhi, I realized I've come to the wrong place. The way they show it in the movie Three Idiots. Being good in physics and maths is one thing, and having an interest in police and other things, engineering is another thing. Anyway, for 4 years in IIT, I practically whiled away my time and devoted my time to a lot of other things like debating, quizzing, sports, squash, whatever. And my personality developed because I was a very shy and a timid person when I was in school. Even during the first 2-3 years of IIT, I was ragged very badly, which I mentioned in the book. But it helped me later on. When I started ragging criminals in Bihar, I did the same thing to them whenever I got a chance. And then during our times, you used to get cadres very randomly. So I got Bihar cadre, and it was one of the toughest places to serving during those times. But trust me, Millie, I'm not saying it just for effect. I had the best 14 years of my life in Bihar. I never even thought for one day that, I must move out. Every day was so thrilling, so fulfilling, and the best part was the love and adulation of the people there. It's one of those states where if you do your job, normally people just treat you as a superhero. People like Imran don't visit that place too often, but for that place, an SP or a DM who has done his job very effectively, he's also treated like a hero. So I had an amazing experience in Bihar.
No, I think we've had several discussions where you repeatedly, recall your times in Bihar, but I think with challenges come opportunities, and you did make good of the opportunities you had, and tried your best to sort of help the people in various situations. Also try to bring down the crime level, which sort of is the crux of the book, where there is this really interesting chase between you and one of the most dangerous criminals in Bihar. So how was that like, and were you prepared for that? How did you did you just like think on the job, or how did you sort of plan to sort of nab him?
Talking about only this particular case?
Yes, Vijay Samrat.
See, Vijay Samrat, this is not his real name obviously, but he was one of the most dreaded criminals of that area. He ruled at least 4 districts with an iron fist, He literally ruled that area. He could decide who will fight elections, who was to be eliminated. He had escaped from jail after killing a few policemen. And for him, another murder was just a figure. It was just a statistics. He used to hang children by their ankles and shoot them. He was that kind of a sociopath. And when I reached this place, Sheikhpura, and I saw the tragedy unfold in front of my eyes, I could imagine everything what happened that night, how he killed 14 or 15 people in a village in a matter of 20, 30 minutes. So I had to, it was more of it was my duty towards the people of that place. Earlier, I used to always work for myself, I'll be very honest. It used to satisfy my ego that yes, I'm a brilliant officer, I'm doing so well. But this time it was, कहते हैं ना अंदर से किसी चीज ने हिला दिया. And then I came back, I knew that I could not arrest him with conventional means. That is, if you raid the hideouts, because before we could move out from our police stations, he had his informers everywhere. So I used mobile telephones, computers, a lot of technology, which was way ahead of its time for those days. And I used Tam Dam Dand Bhed, everything. Then I was very lucky, usually people say that behind every man's success, there's a woman. I had 3 women behind me in this successful chase. First one, obviously, my wife. The other 2 being, his sharpshooter, Horlicks Samrat, was having an affair with his bhabhi. So he used to talk to his bhabhi every day, and I could overhear a lot of conversations. And secondly, Vijay Samrat himself was having an affair with the wife of Horlicks. So it was a very complicated, convoluted plot,
Yeah, 3 times the luck.
Perfect for a Bollywood movie. So this is how it is. And both the women led to the downfall of their respective suitors.
Well, how exciting. I'm sure you guys are tempted to read the book now, and we have books available outside. But, this is really fascinating, and I think you're able to capture a lot of it, in that gripping and fast-paced style in the book. But Imran, you've written a book too, so what is more difficult, acting or writing a book? And what was these 2 experiences like?
I mean, for me, it was reliving the experience and putting down on paper. So that was a tough one, but it definitely comes up with its own challenges, and that's what I loved about his book, was the fact that it's something that even I wanted to. I don't know how much I achieved it, but just bring in the humane side, the story of the family, about myself. There's always a projection that people have in public domain in front of people, but the reality is far from that. Actors, policemen, anyone. I mean, there's always a perception you have, and that's based on the stories
Public
you've heard of
persona,
them.
but
Public
yes.
persona, and your life is very different from that. So it's very important in that writing process to put out those vulnerabilities, to put out those moments that make you relatable. And I think he's done it beautifully. He's also. I've read a long time back, but it was your fear of lizards is there. And then there was a scene in the beginning, a situation where you hit one guy, and you said your hand hurt. So, I mean, those are the details that if put in the book, you understand, you feel for the character. It's not just the superhero film where a policeman comes and fights and saves the day. It's actually going into. It's a very tough job. I mean, when you wear that uniform every morning, it comes with a certain responsibility to, of course, protect the citizens. At the same time, there is a fear for your life. I mean, when you go out for work, your family fears that, you fear that. And if you put that in, and that's what he's beautifully done in the book. So that was also a very, very important journey for me, because there was one version where I made people read it, and they said that we want to kind of feel, taste, and hear the sounds in every scene that you're kind of, churning out in this book. So that's what I did, and that's what I also kind of, I resonates in his book too.
Yeah, I think if there's honesty in the book, and if there are real elements, it always connects with people, because this is real life which you're trying to express through words in a book. So tell us a bit about those dark days. There's a portion, where you were transferred and you were almost depressed, or rather depressed in real, and, you went through a very tough time. So what was that period like, and, how did you bounce back?
See, I was unlucky to be very lucky in the beginning, in the sense that I had the best of postings possible in the state of Bihar. I was SP Patna, SSP Muzaffarpur, and city ASP Ranchi. These are wonderful places of Bihar. And all these postings happened to me before I even turned 30. So I had this sense of hubris about myself that I was not arrogant, but I had become very cocky, that everything will go according to my plans. And then suddenly I get relegated to a post where there's no vehicle, no bungalow, no staff. And you just can't imagine how you feel, Somebody is used to a posse of guards and huge bungalows and busy throughout the day, and suddenly he's doing nothing, persona non grata. And then this thing happened during the same time. My batchmates became immensely successful, my dear friends. Samir Gehlot, who's the founder of Indiabulls, his shares started skyrocketing. Chetan's book, second book also became a bestseller. And here I'm doing nothing in Bihar. So I got very depressed, and then I got posted to Sheikhpura, which is really a very small town, you can say. It's a kasbah. But the kind of love I got from that place, it's beyond imagination. Till today, I get a lot of phone calls from that place. It's fantastic, and it was my destiny, and I really love serving in the state of Bihar. It's fantastic.
So, often, we see in films and, a lot of, other mediums that, police uses force to deal with criminals. But in a lot of tricky situations on the ground, it's also persuasion. And there are certain incidents, where you have to control a crowd. And a lot of times, and I've, heard this from other, cops I know as well, that normally when the public comes out, the police are normally fewer in number, and, the dynamics are very different than what is portrayed a lot of times in, larger than life films and so on. So how, do you think cops also need those soft skills and convincing ability and persuasion power, and how is it like, working and dealing with people? Because your job, you have to deal with people every day.
Very right. No kind of training can make you face these kinds of crises. I faced the same communal situation, and I had to tackle both of them in entirely different ways. In one situation, I had to literally beg, "Arey, mera bhai hai," types, the kandhe pe haath rakhe, shaam ko ghar pe khana khayenge, and all those kind of things. And I'm calling all the public, "Arey, galti ho gayi humse," no fault of ours, but galti ho gayi, okay. And second place, same situation, a bigger crowd, but I know that this kind of cajoling or persuasion will not work. We use our firearms, we use force, and then we control the crowd. So no two situations have the same result or have the same solution. You always have to think on your toes, and you have to be very lucky also, no doubts about it. Very, very lucky. So narrowly missed getting killed a number of times, A brickbat, when it comes, you really don't know how fast it comes. I got hit on my cheekbone instead of my temple. I was damn lucky. So so many situations where there's a touch and go. If you come back safely, you get a gallantry medal after having an encounter with Naxalites. If you lose one or two men, then obviously there's an inquiry against you, rightly so. And then you have to answer, you are answerable for the lives of the men you command. So it's a very...
Every day almost,
yes,
your job is
all,
on the line.
Every day,
and,
every
you
day,
have to be
every
very,
day.
very alert.
Yes, very alert.
Yeah. Well, Imran, I did want to ask you this. Do you think the police or the police force in general is portrayed in the best possible way in films? And is there a scope of sort of, also sort of delving into the complexity of their lives and, what actually goes on behind the scenes?
I mean, it depends. There's some films that obviously are very true to the book. They actually do their research and get down to pitching that story in an honest way. It depends on the mind of the writer and the eye of the filmmaker, of how he perceives the police or in what context you're telling the story. I mean, there are great books, great films about cops. There are some that are drastically and dramatically blown out of proportion. That is nothing like how cops are. I've had friends also who have donned the uniform, and I mean their lives are far from what we project on screen. But so here's the thing. I mean, if you're going to tell the story in 2 hours, you have to amp up things, and especially in Hindi films. I mean, there is a certain kind of cinema where it's of course amped up, and then Bollywood, you take it up like 10 notches higher, like just one fist and you have 10 people flying. I doubt that has ever happened. But I mean, that's what the audience likes. I mean, we have an escapist, cinema viewing experience here, where people like to see their heroes larger than life put on that pedestal. But yeah, there have been some great films from Bollywood also.
Well, Amit, before we sort of close the conversation, I did want you to tell us about, the whole support system. Because, your kind of job is tough and, you need, really sort of, a good support system and family and everybody rooting for you because it's such a challenging job. So how was it for you and how lucky did you get there?
I've been extremely lucky on that front. My wife has been my pillar of support. She's been fantastic. And not only has she supported me morally, she's given me so many ideas. Sometimes you don't see the solution in front of you. You think too much out of the box. And common sense often deserts you at the time when you require it. But my wife always used to come up with something brilliant, why don't you try this? Why don't you think about that? And apart from that, always supporting me whether I'm going for an actual incident or to recover a boy who has been kidnapped. She will remain awake, always, behind the media, behind the scenes, but always supporting me. And the best part was, she brought up my kids so well. There has been so much of stress, strain in my professional life. I've been out from my house for 2 to 3 days at a stretch, but always my kids very well brought up. They have got a wonderful strength of character, ethics, ethos, everything. And she's always smiling. For her, it's my profession. I have to be very true to my job. I remember, in fact, I mentioned in the book, I don't know if Imran has read that part or not, that once I was about to go to play squash, and somebody called me and he told me that, sir, वहाँ पे criminal की जाने की संभावना है. And I thought, oh, I'm wearing my, sports dress now. वो निकल ही गया होगा. तो I said कि अच्छा अब तुमको पता है कि कहाँ पे? बोला सर, I'm not sure, but वो गांव जाके देखेंगे, आपको मिल सकता है. I said चलो छोड़ो. I'm being very honest. पीछे मुड़ के देखा, my wife is standing. For you, a game of squash is more important than arresting a criminal. I कहता, no, I don't know the area, if he's there or not. At least you try. You go there, put on the uniform. और before I could say anything, साहब की गाड़ी लगवाना and all that. And साहब बड़े दुखी होते हुए जा रहे हैं, थाने पे जाके बैठ रहे हैं. And Lalten, I remember that day that the police station was Safia Sarai. I was sitting under lamp, waiting, idling my thumb. Mobile phones bhi nahi hote the, no WhatsApp, nothing. What do you do? Waiting for something to happen. Nobody turned up. मैंने कहा मैं ही गाड़ी निकाल के बाहर जाके देखता हूँ. And after 5 minutes, I arrest one of the most dreaded criminals of Munger.
Wow.
And then next day, my photograph was splashed all over the papers, super cop, blah, blah, blah. And the media asked me, what is your secret, sir? How could you arrest this man who had been absconding for 10 years? So I just sheepishly said, I had planned a lot of things and it required a lot of hard work. Yes, I listened to my wife, but I couldn't say that. Now, after so many years of service, I can say that.
But you said that in the book, and that is really
Rules of marriage, if
always
you're,
listen to your wife.
Yeah, if you're wrong, shut up. If you're right, shut up.
Well, we're certainly missing her today. I wish she was here. And Hussain Zaidi too, who's been instrumental in the book and has been involved at every stage of
But I want
Diaries.
to thank a few people who are behind the success of this book. Obviously, one of you is Millie, Preeti, Twinkle, all of them are here. Imran, it's because of him that the book came into existence. Hussain Zaidi, a wonderful friend of mine. He's not here, but I'm sure that his best wishes are always with us. And Akshay Kumar, it's because of him that I met Neeraj, and Neeraj is making a movie on this book. So a lot of things are happening. And I must tell you, the way we have a lot of misconception about policemen, as Imran rightly said, we do not know the truth. The real life of policemen, the real life cop is very different from a filmy cop, Often people meet me, when Ajay met me, Ajay Devgan, his co-star, and just me, he said, you don't look like an Inspector General of Police. So what is the definition? How does he look like? I was expecting somebody with a paunch and all that. That's a stereotypical image of a police officer, which is not true. And similarly, I'll be very honest, I hope he doesn't mind. I had a very different opinion of film stars. And Imran turned out to be so refined, so suave, and so well-read. I was very honestly surprised. And that's how we bonded. He's read so many books, and he's been fantastic,
So here it is. You know, the book is revealing on many fronts, and so has been this conversation, because we are seeing, you know, a lot of different sides of a cop and an actor and their real lives. We will now release the book formally. I would like to request Imran Hashmi to unwrap the copies and formally release the book, please. Can we have the copies up on stage, please?
I'd also like to thank Twinkle Khanna for writing such a lovely foreword.
Yes. And she coined a very interesting name for you, Lucky Lodha.
Yes, indeed, I am very lucky.
Thank you for such an interesting conversation. I hope you all enjoyed. I'd like to welcome Preeti Chaturvedi, AVP Marketing Penguin, to present the books, and Nuti with the Carnival.
आपके चेहरे पे इतनी शराफत है, यहाँ पे तो ये फंडा नहीं है.
Hi Imran, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I hope you remember me, Piyu.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Nice meeting you. I have a question for Amit. That is, I'm very much inspired by Rowling, and it is true what you people were discussing about the depression. Like, authors often come out from the dark days. So, since I'm a scriptwriter myself, I would like to know that how do you cope anytime, like as a human being? Sometimes we fall into depressing acts, you know? And how do you, fight it? Like, I fight it with a chocolate, maybe. How would you like to fight it? Or can you give me some inspiring lines on that?
See, since I'm married, I always get shadowed by my wife that you're putting on a lot of weight, so I can't eat chocolates. So, I love eating aloo parathas and bhujiyas, but even that is beyond my reach now. She's asked my cook not to make any of these things. So I eat things like dalia and upma. But in name on
Dark chocolate.
I wish, but she is. I know, that's why I eat a lot of Raj Kochuri when I go to Millie's office. But on a serious note, I know it sounds very cliched, but the battle has to be fought within your mind, you know.
Right.
When I was in IIT, as I told you, I went through a very torrid time. My grades were very bad. and I was failing at practically everything. Things which I was supposed to be good at.
Yes.
You know, squash, quizzing, debating, a lot of things, but I couldn't do anything because it's chicken out at the last moment. But when I started preparing for the UPSC, for the IPS exams, again I willed myself. I made myself very strong mentally, and I started believing that I can do it. So last 21 years, I just believe that I can do it because in my kind of job, when you know, the only kind of phone calls you get is, sir, लड़का kidnap हो गया है, वहाँ पे murder हो गया है, यहाँ riot हो गया है.
Right.
If I start thinking in a negative manner,
True.
it will not only affect me, it will affect my men's morale.
Yes.
And as a leader, I have to lead by an example. If I, start having, bumps and I get worried, my men will say that he's not fit to lead us.
Right.
There's an actual encounter, you have to lead. There's a very big chance that you might not come back alive if you
Yes.
step on a landmine.
Yes.
But you think positively that, okay, I'll get this boy back,
Yes.
or I'll get all my men safely back, or this communal riot will be taken care of after, say, 1 hour, we'll be
True.
able to quell it. That's the way it is. And slowly it has become a habit now.
Habit, yes.
I never thought about anything in a negative manner. I always think that the outcome will be very nice.
Yes. So believing will get you there.
Yes, it happens. It
Yes,
happens.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Amit. I just have a very simple question. In real life, what we see in movies,
have to
or
keep the mic
political
closer to this.
Political interference while performing such tough jobs, how did you face them, interference of the political masters?
It's not a simple question to answer at all.
Yeah,
But
I know
anyway,
that,
I'll
I
tell
know
you
that.
that what is political difference? Ultimately, it's up to us. And politicians, everyone around you gauges you, finds out about your integrity, your reputation. It's for you to choose. And if you're neutral, you're honest to your work, politician will at the most transfer you from one place to another, at the most. But they have great regards for you. If you're ethical, you're fair to everyone, and you're doing your job honestly. So I worked in behalf of 15 years, as I told you earlier, and I worked in both the regimes, at the best of postings in both the regimes. And trust me, I'm not exaggerating, none of them, I think I never got any call from any politician. And I realized many times they were right also.
Really?
There were certain times that we were, so aloof as an SP or a senior officer that the common citizen couldn't have an access to us. But the politician, the local MLA, is always available to the people. So the politician would call on their behalf. That, sir, iski baat sun to lijiye. And then I realized many times they were right.
They were right.
So it's not that things are as bad
we
as they show in the movies. No.
understand in the
And I'm
movie,
very sanguine, very optimistic.
Yeah.
Things are getting better day by day.
You're
And
definitely trying to upgrade politicians.
Sorry?
You're trying to upgrade the Bihar politicians.
why would I? I'm so happy with my uniform. I'm very proud to be policeman. I'm proud to be an IPS officer. And nothing can match that. So I always want to be in the police. Or I will always be in the police.
All the best. Continue your good work.
Hello, Imran sir.
Hi.
Hi, sir. I have a question about your upcoming movie. That I'm your great fan, so I am deadly awaiting for your Captain Nawab. So, any updates, sir?
Well, that won't be coming out anytime soon, unfortunately. What's coming out next is Cheat India, which is releasing on the 25th of Jan. And yeah, that's the next release. So that's an interesting film which is about the education system. It's about the scams of our education, our defunct education system. It's a very interesting film. Yeah.
Good evening, Imran sir and Amiji. I'm Ashok Loda. We had an association of Lodas over here. You had come sometimes, but I'm unfortunate that I was not able to meet you till now. My question to you is, sir, you did your IIT from Delhi. Whether you repeated, it is something like the 3 idiots, that was not the post where you were basically feasible to. You went into the things from a technical side to a cop side. And there you utilize the experiences which was there, which was given by the IITs. So doesn't it, what you had been telling, that you had been using the things what the WhatsApp and those people are using, that you had been way back. So do you think that the technical people should go for those jobs, they can serve better to the country, rather than the other side of it? Secondly, sir, I have a question to you, Imran sir. You said that the post which is there, which you are familiar with the roles which you have been doing it. It is not. Don't you think that Amiji can be a inspirator for you? That he had been a shy he had not been doing the job what a cop should have been done, what he had done the IIT. Could you both answer, please, the things?
What is your exact question, sir? Can you just frame your question in one sentence?
My question is,
What is your question to the author Amit Lodha?
yeah, my question is that he had done his IIT,
Yes.
which was not his favorite things. He did it, and he did the better to the country by doing the IIT in the cops, by having the background of it. Same
Okay.
things Imran sir says. My role is not for you to like a cop. So could he do the same things in a better way?
My role is not a cop. मेरी शक्ल cop की नहीं है.
नहीं सर, लेकिन आप उससे अच्छा कर सकते हैं.
मजाक
That
किया
is-
था मैंने.
नहीं, but you could do better than what.
I'm sure I would be able to do
That
better.
is what we want to ask you. Sir.
No, I would love to do it.
Yeah,
I
that-
have played a cop before.
Ah,
so
you can better look
It's a
better.
different thing. It was a corrupt cop, but
No, sir.
but yeah, that's what happens with me.
No, no,
But I would love it for my directors and my
that-
writers
that-
to write a nice, squeaky clean cop
Yes.
like Amit, who is with his ethics and morals. I would
Yeah.
love to play it. It would be
That
very
is what I
different,
wanted to say.
But we are in the hands of writers and directors.
That is
they
it,
kind of
that is
mold
it.
us the way they
Ultim-
see us.
yeah, ultimately that is the commercial thing.
Eventually, I think that will come about.
Yes, yes.
But at the moment, I think I'll be the corrupt cop.
Sir, your answer to it. What the technology helps in making a good cop.
See, obviously, my background at IIT Delhi or any other place would have helped me in my career, and it's not necessarily that you have to be from IIT to be an excellent IPS officer. Apart from ethics principles, etc., which is obviously required, but you need a very intelligent mind. And there are a lot of people in the IAS and IPS who are from other institutes. People have come from very small places. So it doesn't really make any difference. But if you are very honest to your job and apply your brains for the right thing at the right time, you get results. There's so many of my batchmates who are not from IIT, who are in Mumbai Police. They're doing brilliantly. But yes, my knowledge, at least I gain a lot of confidence in IIT Delhi, which helped me with my job as an IPS officer.
So Imran, to your left, extreme left over here.
Yes.
Since you authored your book, The Kiss of Life, we just got to know that you love books. So as an author about this book, Bihar Diaries, which is that thing what you admire about this book?
Which is what?
About this book,
one
Bihar
thing I
Diaries,
admire about this
as an
book?
author, what do you think?
I think the honesty, and that's what I feel. That's what I felt when I read the book for the first time. It's an honest take of a man's life, no holds barred. He's placing his life out there with all his weaknesses, with all his fears, with all his vulnerabilities, with all his falls. We live in a world where we're constantly pitching a very curated life, our own life. I mean, if you look around you, social media is about pitching, oh, look how wonderful my life is. Everything is great. Look at the vacations I've gone for. Everything is curated and there's a narrative strung. Have you ever, there are very few people who can put out things like, this is where I failed. This is where I faltered. These are my weaknesses. You'll rarely find people like that. And those are the people who actually have true strength. And that's what I kind of realized when I read the book, that here's a man who's put those weaknesses out, and that takes a lot of guts to put it out there, because you're leaving your own gaping wounds open for the world to see, and that's commendable. And very few people have that. They're constantly projecting something else, and that's far from the truth. They wear another face, another mask for the public, but they're actually very scared from inside. It's very difficult to put out your real face there and say that, accept me with all my, weaknesses, with all my faults. And actually, you come to know that when someone writes a book, the pitch of their life, it's out there in public domain. So that's what I liked.
So Imran, since your last book, The Kiss of Life, has been a bestseller, so what will be the next one you are just going to pen up?
I need to go through an experience in life. I think that was an experience that, it had to be told, not for any other reason. There was a focal point to that. I wanted, a lot of parents, a lot of people who've been through or who are going through the same journey to understand that you can win it, because we were petrified when we went through it, and we held on to hope, which was very important. So it's a journey of hope that I felt that should be given out to parents, people who are fighting it, who have children, who are fighting the disease. And yeah, that was the sole motive, and I think we accomplished it.
Yeah, my name is Alok. Actually, this question is only for the author. I'm here. Actually, I too belong from your fraternity only. So this question is only for the author.
Which fraternity? You're an author, an IPS officer, or an IIT student?
No, I am a magistrate, metropolitan magistrate in Delhi.
Okay.
So, from technology to administration to literature, was it accidental or it's something intentional or it's a development you are going through?
See, it looks like an accident, but it was all intentional. Because honestly...
So all manipulated like investigation charge
not,
sheet?
you're absolutely wrong. I will strongly disagree with you. You're a magistrate. It's up to you to decide if it has to be taken cognizance of or not. All the charge sheets, ultimately it comes to your court. Anyway, I'll not talk about that issue right now, but I'll tell you why it is not exactly accidental.
So my specific
I'll tell you why it is not accidental. Listen to me, please. That I desired to do all these things. It was in my mind. I always dreamed of writing a book. So it was a matter of chance. How would Imran know that I want to write a book? So I just told him one day I write, and I wish I could write. So he introduced me to Penguin. So that way it was an accident. But I always had a desire. Similarly, after IIT, I wanted to become an IPS officer. You can't become an IPS officer by accident. Definitely not. So even, yeah.
I just would like to add that, it is not easy to write a book. And Amit has a natural ability of storytelling. He does remember all the details and he's able to tell stories in a very engaging manner. And that is why some people can write and some people can't. So he has a gift for writing and he has a flair with words, and we're lucky to have him as an author.
Imran Prabhat here, this side.
Yeah, Prabhat, hi.
Imran, beside the picture film, web series are becoming a big concept as such. Producers backing up big producers and, big stars being part of it. And there is no censorship as such. So, as you are called a serial kisser, so do you think you do have more opportunity to showcase that talent in a web series?
God, I thought that joke was over like long time back, but apparently no. That's one thing I won't showcase there. I think, it's thus far no more. But, the thing is, there's always an emphasis on that, which I've tried to stay clear of. But it comes with the kind of show that you do. It comes with the kind of film that you do. And those things are not just sprinkled there for effect. They used to be, I'll be honest. 15 years back, it was there to kind of titillate the audience. But now the audience has grown up, matured. Youngsters, are exposed to a lot more than that. So जो वो underlining थी 15-10 साल पहले जब murder release हुई थी, अभी उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. Because people are like, been there, done that feel. We've seen more than this on the web. So, yeah, I mean, if it's there, it's there. If it's not there, it's not there. I don't choose films just because that's there. So, I choose it because of the story. You don't agree? You think I only choose it because of that? Huh? No, I choose it because of the story and if the character is good, for the journey of the character, not because that one scene is there.
Well, we'll take the last two questions before we wrap up. So please go ahead and pass on the mic, please.
Hello, Imran.
Hi.
Saif here. I just want to know what would you like to do if you couldn't act?
If I couldn't act?
Yeah.
Speaking of accidents, acting was an accident for me. I actually did 5 years of commerce. And I took a degree which was of no use because I eventually went to the arts. So you have detours in life like that. Like also IIT and going into is kind of a detour. But before I was going to before I became an actor, I actually a year before that was going to board a plane to the United States and become a visual artist, graphics and animation and films there. I'd done a course and that was what I wanted to go ahead and do. So this was something that just happened because I became an assistant director and then I was offered a film, offered to act in a film. So I did it like a summer job and the rest, as they say, is history.
All right, the last question for the evening.
Good evening, Amit Sarji. First of all, congratulations for the lovely Bihar Diaries book. I am Sunil Jain. I was Assistant Commissioner of Police with Mumbai. Imran ji, hello to you.
Hello.
Now I am working with the State Police Complaint Authority. And Amit sir is my brethren. And I have been to Jaisalmer, a lovely family man, lovely friend, lovely sir. Since he is senior to me, I salute him for the lovely book and congrats to him. And my only question with Amit sir would be, since you have come up very successfully with this book, and somebody from the audience asked you about IIT. So I have some poetic mind and some authored mind, since I have also written a book on Mumbai Police, Human Resource and Stress in Police. So I would term the IIT of Amit Sarji as inspiration, intention, and telling. The telling which he has done in the Bihar Diaries. I think that would be a good answer for all the audience, that why he has come from the IIT and to an IPS officer. And I wish him all the best for a second book launch, and I think it should be again Imran Hashmiji. And I would and I would ask Amit Sarji one simple question, that since he is inspired by the success of this lovely book, so what is his idea about coming up with a second book very soon? Thank you.
It's happening.
Hi, actually my question is to Imran. So basically now the Bollywood is into the more content-driven, good stories. So what
Earlier
type
it
of...
wasn't.
It was like, but
But I know
after
what
few
you're saying,
days,
yeah.
I mean, few movies are doing good.
Yes.
Basically a content movie. So what type of a script you're looking for ahead with the movies now?
Like you said, it has to be content driven. It's gone are the days where there's a certain perception of safe films that do well. Put these ingredients in the film and the film will do well.
Masala.
That used to happen, masala. No, masala films also do well, but there has to be a different form of treatment for the audience, because the audience is exposed to so much more in the past decade.
Right.
They have matured so much more with forms of entertainment, with consumption of that entertainment,
Right.
that if you don't give them something that really triggers off, the emotions, drama, and a very different take on the story that they're trying to say,
Right.
वही किसी पीढ़ी बात फिर से नहीं चलेगी. So I would go with any script that's fresh, that's new, that it perceivably risky. I've always done that. I've always tried to experiment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Imran.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Amit.
Thank you, all of you, for being here this evening and being part of this special occasion. Congratulations to Amit once again on the launch of Bihar Diaries. And I wish
Tell us something your first interaction with Amit and how much you like anything you like in the book, one line you want to say.
My first interaction was 2.5 years back. Badshah ki shoot pe hum mile the in Jaisalmer. We'd gone for BSF event which he had graciously invited us. And great interaction, क्योंकि तभी हमने actually बहुत सारी बातें की थी. I wanted to know what is it of a cop's life that we have not known, क्योंकि हमारा perception सिर्फ cinema से है, newspaper से है. So बहुत सारे revelations हुए इस meeting में. We got down talking for a long time. Meeting तो सिर्फ 1 घंटे की होने वाली थी, लेकिन लग गए 4 घंटे, because it was, and also the way he narrates it. He's a fantastic writer, and I got to know that क्योंकि उस narration में he actually took me through the entire journey of those anecdotes that he was telling me about. That was that interaction. फिर उसके बाद become friends. We've kept in touch. जब भी आते हैं मुंबई में हम मिलते हैं. And किताब बहुत अच्छी है. It's like watching a great thrilling film. You can't put it down. It's one of those books that really grabs you, and his writing skills are par excellence. It just really pulls you and draws you into a world. It's fascinating, scary, and just takes you into his life and just shows you everything in Technicolor.
Amit, what do you want to say to the launch Imran Hashmi there, and how much proud and feelings?
See, as I told you earlier, this book has happened only because of Imran. and I'm very proud to have him as a friend. He's a wonderful human being, very ethical person, I told you earlier, it's a very refined, very suave, and a wonderful father. We bonded over sons initially, and then we talked about books. So he was the perfect person to launch this book, and I'm very happy that the book is doing so well. It was decided a long time back that we'll launch the book in Mumbai, and luckily Imran was free during these times. So the book has already gone for 3 reprints. That's a big thing for a first-time author, and that too a serving IPS officer. And I'm so happy that now 2 movies are being made on this book, and even a web series is in the offing. And this is just the beginning. Really pleased with the performance.
Is there any mind? Is there any actor in your mind who like do you see good or fit in your role?
I'll be honest, I haven't thought much about it because Neeraj Pandey is the director, and you know that he's a wonderful director. He will definitely think about somebody who fits into my character, and it can be anyone.
गैंगस्टर का रोल लगा तो प्लीज मुझे दे दो.
आपने मेंशन किया
He's too good looking to be a gangster.
मर्डर के बारे में आपने मेंशन किया 15 इयर्स हो गया, 15 साल हो गया.
15 साल हो गया.
तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे कि आज के दौर में माइंडसेट बदला है, व्यूअर्स का वही रोमांस, वही म्यूजिकल, कुछ अलग चाहिए?
नहीं, डेफिनेटली अलग हो गया है माइंडसेट ऑडियंसेस का, क्योंकि जो फिल्में चल रही हैं, जिस तरह का उनका एक पैलेट हो गया है, वो बहुत बदल चुका है. जो फिल्में सफल हो रही हैं, कंटेंट ड्रिवन फिल्में सफल हो रही हैं, वही किसी पिटी बातें अगर आप कह भी रहे हो तो एक बहुत ही नए अंदाज से आपको कहना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ऑडियंस का एक इतना एक्सपीरियंस, इतनी मैच्योरिटी हो गई उनकी बहुत सारी चीज़ें देखकर, क्योंकि इतने एवेन्यूज़ हैं. अभी वेब का एवेन्यू आ गया है, फिल्में तो थे ही पहले, और कंटेंट भी अच्छा हो गया है पिछले 5-6 सालों में. So they yearn for more, they crave for more, they crave for better stuff. You can't give them the same stuff.
बट एक एक्टर जो इमेज में बंधा हुआ है, उसका वो इमेज चेंज करना या एक्सेप्ट करना व्यूअर्स को कितना मुश्किल होगा अगर वो इमेज?
वेल, दैट डेफिनेटली इज बहुत ही मुश्किल चीज़ है, क्योंकि कोई भी एक्टर आप ले लो, हमेशा एक तरह से एक लेबलिंग हो जाती है, एक स्लॉटिंग हो जाती है, मगर उसको तोड़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि हर लेबलिंग के साथ वो एक प्लस पॉइंट भी है, ड्रॉ करता है, क्योंकि उसकी वजह से आप सफल होते हो, एक आपकी फ़ैन फॉलोइंग उसकी वजह से आती है. लेकिन जब आप एक सैचुरेशन पॉइंट रीच करते हो जहाँ पे आपको लगता है कि यार मुझे कुछ और करना चाहिए, फिर वो सही वक्त आ गया है कि यार कुछ और करना चाहिए. इसके बाद यू शुड एक्सपेरिमेंट, क्योंकि आप ऑडियंस को बार बार वही चीज़ नहीं दे सकते हो, उब जाते हैं. तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू ब्रेक दैट.
कंटेंट जैसे आपने कहा कि कंटेंट पिक्चर ही चल रही है, डू यू थिंक जो ट्रेंड चला आ रहा है, जैसे 50 करोड़ या 100 करोड़ का जो बेंचमार्क क्रॉस करके वही सुपर हिट पिक्चर जो कहलाई जाती है, क्या ये सही लगता है पर्सनली?
नहीं, ये सही नहीं है. आई थिंक जब आप कुछ फिल्में जो 10 करोड़ भी करती हैं, आप अंडरमाइन करते हो उन फिल्मों को कह के कि यार वो अगर आप वो एक क्लब में नहीं पहुंचते हैं 50 या 100 करोड़ के क्लब में, तो वो सफल नहीं होते हैं. इट्स नॉट ट्रू. लॉट ऑफ फिल्म्स आई हैव रिमेंबर्ड हैव नॉट बीन दैट बिग सिनेमा बॉक्स ऑफिस सक्सेसेस. छोटी फिल्में होती हैं जिनका एक रेंज होता है, लेकिन वो जो ऑडियंस जिसको पिच की जाती है, वो ऑडियंस आके देखती है, बहुत पसंद करती है. कभी कभी एक 100 करोड़ की फिल्म की भी शेल्फ लाइफ नहीं होती है, आप भूल जाते हो, उसके बाद आपको याद नहीं रहती वो फिल्म. दोज आर दोज टिपिकल पॉपकॉर्न फिल्म जो आप भूल जाते हैं, सोल नहीं होता उन फिल्मों में. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू डिफरेंशिएट. ए गुड फिल्म इज अ गुड फिल्म, एंड यू शुडंट बॉक्स ऑफिस का, यू शुडंट कीप दोज थिंग्स टुगेदर. तो पर्टिकुलर फिल्म, बहुत सारी फिल्म है, जिस तरह हमने किसी ने सवाल पूछा था, अभी बहुत सारे कंटेंट फिल्में चल रही हैं, तो बहुत सारा कंटेंट है अभी. अच्छा फिल्म मेकर्स एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं, सो इट्स वेरी गुड. इट्स अ हाई कॉन्सेप्ट फिल्म, जो फिल्म 25 जैन को रिलीज होने वाली है. दैट अगेन इज अ कंटेंट ड्रिवन फिल्म, एजुकेशन सिस्टम के बारे में है, जो पहले नहीं बना है हमारे देश में. इट्स एन unapologetic, unheld back look of how the education system is.